Hello guys, and welcome back to a brand new day of Minecraft. We are once again in this little house that I worked on in the last episode. I'm ready to tackle the little library room over here for our enchanting table. I went ahead and gave us a little bit of a wall going here. I think I want to add a little more texturing in here, maybe swap some of these out for some stairs so it, has some ins and outs going on in there. I went ahead and made another small room here. Nothing in it right now, just figured I'd add our cross wall here and our front facing wall just to get it done and out of the way. Went ahead and picked up those couple bookshelves that I had placed down last episode. I got to thinking, and I just don't think that would lead to a good setup here. I went ahead, I got a few items here to start building with. I looked around, got a little bit of inspiration online. I want to make another barrel. However, do I have the stuff? No, but I do have some logs right there. Need some slabs here. Go ahead and make that second barrel. And let's get started here. I'm thinking about doing a birch chair back here. I might switch the stairway or the stair out for maybe oak or something, since it is the same color as the floor. Kind of blends in a bit too much there, in my opinion. Then I am going to add stair there. And then I think I saw a few things that show. That's backwards there. Some inspiration on desks that had lecterns in the middle, and I really did enjoy that. It leads the opportunity of, well, I thought you could place a book on it. I wonder if it has to be a signed book, a book and quill to go on there. We'll have to try that in the future. I'm gonna go ahead and add a little more here, I think. Let's see, I got some signs here. I think I'm gonna go with that. I'm thinking about getting some item frames to place down here. Don't think I have any. Oh, I do have two leather. Perfect. Let's go ahead and make up these item frames. Go ahead and place those down. And do some more signs there. And I was thinking here about putting a lantern on a desk. I don't think that looks too bad. I think something would look good there. I wonder about a pressure plate. Let's give that a shot. I wonder if I should do a birch. Yeah, that doesn't look too bad. And I think, do I have, yes, let's take one of these. And we'll just put it down in the front there. Kind of hides it up. I think that will be quite nice, if I do say so myself. And I'm thinking over here about trying to add a little bit of a storage cabinet. I think I'm going to change the stairs up here. Kind of did like a border trim there. I'm gonna go with, I think, something like that. Just extend that out a little bit more. And then I'm gonna add some spruce doors there. And I'm gonna take two more of these trap doors here. place some other blocks down. Cover that up. Yeah, that should work decently enough there. And I was thinking, I believe this goes to the outside here. Just want to double check. Yes, okay, so that has to stay. I was thinking about how we could place down the enchanting table in here so it would look nice, because I feel like this part is going to suck because I don't have Silk Touch yet. Let's... do I have... Let's just use some andesite, and we'll get a feel for it here. Because if I go to here, I have to build it up something like that. Which, in all honesty, isn't the absolute worst. I don't think having books up here will affect the enchanting table on that row, but it might be nice to build it up like that. The other thing I was thinking is to tear down the wall that's back here and put the bookshelves into this wall, and then either use trapdoors on the other side to like seal off the backs of the bookshelves, or we could even shift the wall over the one. I'm just gonna place down a few of these blocks here just to kind of preserve, have that wall in case I go that route with this. And go with that. Take this back and we'll place it there. Smooth stone there. Cracked there. Mossy there. Actually, I brought that out one too far, I think. So I will have to go put that smooth stone back into the furnace. So I can pour the cobblestone into the furnace to get a smooth stone there. So let's try that again. We'll go here, we'll do that, do that, do that, we'll do that. Place that, place that, place that. Go ahead and grab this one, place it back there, and then we'll just fit this in for the time being. We'll go ahead and line this out here. Which would then place our bookshelves. So this one would have to go in as well. I don't know how it would look bringing maybe the bookshelves out. I don't think that'd be bad. It'd feel almost like a library, and then if the doors open there, it just looked like a bookshelf sticking out. I kind of would. Vertical half slabs would make such a difference in this game, especially if you could do like the bookshelves and stuff like that. So you could just have more space without having like more space, because like a block's supposed to be, you know, a meter wide there, and having a meter wide solid bookshelf, in my opinion, is a little bizarre, but you know, we work with what we got. So I'm gonna go ahead and place these down here. And of course I messed the one up. Go back over here to the workbench, place those in. Now I did make 15 bookshelves, which looks like I would have been short anyway. But I don't know what happened to the last one. I had them in that chest and they kind of just disappeared there. Let's see here. 28. So we do need a couple more bookshelves here before I want to do anything. I am hoping to get Fortune 3 on the pick. I found a few more diamonds while I was out and about, but I didn't mind them because I want to get the Fortune 3 going on them. But we'll see what happens there. Now, what's going to be the best way to rejoin this? How would that look? Doesn't look too bad. Back. I'm trying to keep anywhere where something could spawn lit up so we don't have to worry about that. Go ahead and do this one. I'll have to do there. It'd be really nice if you just like place something in there, but can't, unfortunately. I don't think it looks too bad. I'm not entirely sure. Wonder what it would look like having something like that along the side there. I don't know, but let me go get a few more items here and I will be right back. Alright, so we're back from getting some more resources there. Did a little bit of work down in here. Had a few ideas. Added a couple paintings in here. A little clock above the chair there for the desk. Added a plant in here. Went ahead and added a furnace and a workbench into the little cupboard here. Maybe I could figure out something to do there. Maybe for now I'm just going to put that painting in there. Use a little storage up here to hold on to some things. I went ahead and in the corners I added some more bookshelves, which got us up to level 30 enchants here. I also did an enchant and got some aqua affinity, so when we go ahead and make us a diamond helmet, we can add that and we will be able to, I believe it lets you mine faster underwater, and then the respiration lets you breathe longer. So respiration is the next thing I want to get for a helmet there, but let's go ahead and we will start with a diamond pick here. Confirmed efficiency 4. Let's see, what would a book give us? Unbreaking 3, not that great. Efficiency 4 and axe isn't bad. 4 on the shovel also isn't bad. Looting 3. Actually, I think I might go ahead and get that now. And that way we can get better loot. Just sucks because I don't know what... do we risk it? See, my luck as of late, when I have tried to play this game in the couple bursts that I did, I would get kind of crappy secondaries, so it'd just be like efficiency 4 or unbreaking 3 and then nothing else or something along those lines. So I don't think I'm gonna risk it. I'm just gonna go with that looting 3, and wow, we got a sharpness 4, sweeping edge 3, knockback 2, looting 3, unbreaking 3. That I actually really do like. What's the next thing? Fortune 2. So it's not Fortune 3. Is that because I don't have the books here, or is there another reason? That I don't know. I don't know if I should risk that, or if I should go ahead So that's also Fortune 2. So everything looks like Fortune 2. Do you get everything the same? Fortune 3 on the iron. That's an interesting one. I didn't know it switched like that, depending on tool level. Why does iron get better? Maybe I'll save that and put the Fortune 3 on the iron, because I did end up, when I went to do some more resource gathering, I got a little sidetracked, went caving, got some more diamonds. While I was down there caving, I harvested these because I was like, oh, I'm never going to come back to this cave. I'm just going to go ahead and clear it out and just gather what I come across. Turns out there is essentially a dual zombie spawner. It's within like at most like 20 blocks of each other. So I am going to end up turning that into a dual zombie spawner thing where I can just have XP farm and get the zombie flesh and be able to trade with villagers and get the emeralds and stuff like that. But I am pretty satisfied with the way this room has turned out for my level of building. I'd say, I mean, this corner could probably use a little bit of work. I do kind of like that painting in there in an essence, but I'm wondering if another plant would be good in here, or maybe over here instead. But as of right now, I think I'm going to leave this as is. I got that really nice sword there. And oh, also while I was out and about, I got us a little puppy. I was looking for a second one, didn't have enough bones at the time. By the time I got bones, I was too far away, so just got the one for now. And I also managed to get a parrot while out and about. And that brings me to another point that I would really like to see eventually added into the game, and that's just more bird types. You know, maybe some crows or some seagulls that will spawn on beaches and stuff like that, crows in the forest. It just add a little more life into the game if you can just see, like, you know, a bird or something fly as you're just watching out over the landscape there. That's not one of my sheep, is it? No. Okay. There's the parrot there. Well, I think they're considered parrots in the game, but wouldn't this be... Oh, I forget what the name of that bird is. Oh, that's embarrassing. Well, have fun. Now, I know parrots can mimic sounds in the game, but I'm not too sure if they have any other uses. Like, I know when it comes to the wolves, they will scare skeletons off, and cats will scare the creepers off, and so on and so forth. But I don't know if parrots do anything like that, or if they're just there to mimic. But I think what I'm gonna do here is probably end off. I'm gonna work on getting either working on getting the Zool zombie spawner set up and ready to go, get some more XP, enchant up these other tools here, because I gotta get these decently enough, and I can start clear cutting here. I'm also gonna have to start saving up, going and gathering and saving up a lot of resources to get this build going. It's been a little while since I last recorded that segment before this one, and I've done a lot of thinking, a lot of what I have envisioned for this, what we could do, different ideas for paths, the building style. I have an idea on something I want to do using the shaders. I have an idea on central bit I want to do, but I'm not sure how that will work because this is east where the sun rises, south where the sun sets, and maybe I could do it on the back half. But one of the big things is going to be like a central tower that I want decently sized, and I definitely want to use that as some kind of passive mob farm just to make it a little easier to gather some resources while I'm in the area. That way, eventually, when we get an elytra, we'll have like a source of gunpowder steady. Because I don't know where the nearest swamp would be to make a witch farm, and I don't even know if I could get one of those going properly, so I don't want to put all my eggs in one basket. At least if I have a generalized mob farm to be able to gather resources, we will be getting somewhere a little bit faster. And passive, like I said, passively at that while we're just hanging out here. Taking another look. Guess I really haven't actually envisioned how far over this goes. I was thinking about doing like a four wings of the building, so where it's north, south, east, west. I might just end up doing a east, and I believe that is south. Yes, that is south that way. Because the tower itself probably will sit in this corner, and it's going to be kind of tiered, so we'll have like a big tower coming up, and then it will drop down to a tall hall-like area. We'll have rows of seating going in that hall, maybe a second floor with seating going up. And I don't know if I want to do that on the second wing as well or change it up. It might be nice to do both. With my idea, it might actually work out. We can fix it up to where I have what I'm aiming for, do this massive archway, and just have both of those wings just coming down on like a central stage in this kind of vicinity here. And then it will, go down into little entranceways. I'm thinking about doing like a little garden along the side of it, so we can maybe do a path that goes to this other side that could have an entrance and exit to it. And since we're pretty high up on a mountain, we have a decent way down we can go. Depending on how ambitious I end up feeling, I might try to do a catacombs underneath. Get a nice little, you know, maze going down below. But I also gotta get this house. Oh, there is a cobblestone up there I need to fix. But gotta finish up this starter house thing here, get a basement going, get another portal put in. Then we can go and gather additional resources. We're gonna need soul sand to do water elevators and stuff like that. Probably eventually work on getting a beacon going. It'd probably be really nice to have a beacon to do the, it didn't go to plan, the clearing of that area up there. But, we'll go without. It shouldn't be too awful bad to do that. Let's get this fixed right here. That might be the issue I had the other day when I said about smoke not going up in the manner I thought it was going to. Yeah, that adds a little more density there. It still has the same height, and I wish it would blue, but it looks a little better now. But with that being said, I do think I'm going to let you guys go here. I hope you enjoyed it. Have a good one. See you next time, and goodbye.